Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Clarity Night call on what is new in the Access Foundation class. So, you all must be hearing right from the beginning of this year that the foundation class has changed. For those of you who are new to Access, like Mahima has just taken her BAS class. So Access Foundation is the class that you can take up. It's a 4 days class or 3.45 days to 4 days class, which is a deep dive into all the tools and processes and clearings of access consciousness. This class is actually, the manual of this class is rewritten every year by Gary and Dane. So every year the manual changes around March, April. And this time the change has been huge. So even if people who have already taken the Access Foundation class before, there is so much of new information and new changes that are bombarding the world, which is available in this class, which was never possible before. So even the founder of Access Consciousness, Gary Douglas, he found that there were so many things in his life, including the pains in his body, which he was not able to change from the last 10 years. Now they have started shifting. Gary looks so much younger with the new body processes that have come up, along with the new information on presumptive realities and need of reactive realities, which has now been made available. So everything that does not allow you to receive from the new energies, the new information, and the everything greater that is available out there, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times a godzillion. So is it Amrita as Zoom user? Who is there as Zoom user? May I know your name, please? So there is someone with a display name as Zoom user. So I will not be able to address you with your name unless I know your name. And I really like to connect to people personally and talk to them. And this is the platform where you can ask your questions and clear your doubts. So something about the foundation class. So the foundation class has a lot of information on your being, the entity that we be, on how to clear entities, how to let go of your fear with entities, or on walk-ins and original occupants. Also a lot about your body and how to be a healer joyfully. So many of us are born healers. We are inherently, like, we have in healing capacities in our body and being. We would go in a crowded place, take up all the pains and sufferings of other people. We would perceive their sadness, and many a times we would go to do this amazing tool of who does this belong to, or otherwise we'll forget, and we'll take up their pains and sufferings happily. We love to be the Masiha of this world, the savior. Yeah. So we want to see a better world, and in the process we would happily take on all the pain and sufferings of the world. But does that truly work? No. You would keep taking on other people's pains and sufferings. You would suffer, and they would continue to create crap. So how to heal people without suffering is what we get in the foundation class. We get some phenomenal information around the 10 keys to total freedom, which are also called as the 10 commandments of access. And also we have distractor implants. So the distractor implants are like there are 24 of them, including anger, rage, fury, guilt, blame, shame, regret, life, relationship, sex, business, and many more. And these are all those things that keep us looping into unawareness. So we would live our lives from distractor implants most of the times, and we'll have problems, and there would be things which we cannot change however hard we may try, and the behavioral patterns which we are unable to change. So everything that does not allow you to perceive the energy of the foundation class and receive from it, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times the God silent. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bobats, and beyonds. So what's new that has come up is the presumptive realities and the need of reactive realities. So, what are presumptive realities? All the presumptions that we have. So, assumptions that we make about what will happen even before it has shown up. So, how many times we are going to do something, and then we have this belief system ingrained in our body and beings which tells us that this is not possible, there is something which will go wrong, I may get late, I'm going to catch a train and then, or a flight, and then I may get late and I'll miss the flight. And then what happens is whatever you think and say actually gets true. So you presume all the problems in your life, you imagine all the worst case scenarios, and then your point of view creates your reality. So all the presumptive realities that you have creating the difficulties in your life, will you please now destroy and create it all times the God silent. Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bobats, and beyonds. All the presumptive realities that you have, which creates your life as a difficulty. Will you please now destroy and create it all times the God silent. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bobats, and beyonds. And then we have the need of reactive reality. So all the reactions that we do. Okay, so the same situation comes up and we react in the same way as if the trigger, that button has been pressed. And how much we have been programmed to always react in the same way, and how much of our lives do we just lead from the presumptive realities and the need of reactive realities. Presumptive realities are also all those things we have to do. They are the necessities from which we have to function in this reality. And when we operate from these presumptive realities, also called PRs, and need of reactive realities, abbreviated as NORS, we end up having very little choice in our lives. Everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create it all times the God silent. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bobats, and beyonds. So think of at least one thing in your life, come up with something which is not very huge, but something which annoys you, which you have been unable to change so far. Think about it, bring it into existence. It could be your body shape, or a behavioral pattern, your anger issues, something which gets triggered again and again in your relationship, something with parenting, anything. Okay, not very huge, but yes, it's not it is something which you would like to change. If it gets changed, you would be happier. Okay, and now ask this question: how many PRs and NORs are you keeping in place to create this thing as an issue in your life? How many PRs and NORs have you created to keep this thing as an issue in your life? How many PRs and NORs are you using to create this as a problem in your life? Everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create it all times a quadrillion? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So this is one of the clearings, which is not a huge one that we can like I'm using here to give a taster of what can change in your life. And there are numerous other clearings in the manual that have come up, which Gary has said that unless you choose to do like to have a greater life and create something bigger in your life, it will not be kind to your body if we run these clearings now. So in as an honoring to what Gary has given us as an information and as an awareness, we'll keep it to this one clearing for now. And please do choose the class wherever you are and create a huge change. Create a bigger life for yourself. Along with these clearings, there are body processes, two body processes that have come up, which like release all these energies which are stuck and locked into your body, uh, as PRs, NOR signs, and AI actualizers. So these all can be released from your body to give us freedom like never before. Like changing a lot in the body and in the being for all of us. So Kashmira, I will not give it on the WhatsApp, please. Like you can listen to the recording and I can repeat it. How many PRs and NOS are you using to create anything which is stuck in your life? You replace it over there, this as a problem in your life. Everything that is, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times a quadrillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So unless you have these clearings run on you multiple times, so to clear all those energies, it's not even possible for you to receive the body processes because your bodies will freak out. Even if we done some like more clearings on these with calls, it's creating a lot of headaches and body issues with people because the change is huge and your body has to be first prepared. It has to be ready to accept that change before we can just shoot it off. So that's the reason we cannot run these clearings on these calls right now. And it's more of an awareness that we can share with you all as an inspiration for you to choose greater in your life. And everything that does not allow you to be and do that, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times a quadrillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. These clearings can be done on your money reality, business, relationships, anything and everything in your life. And now, like any questions that you have, I would invite you to please unmute yourself and ask the questions, because a question opens the door to more possibilities. It is the algorithmic interrupt to anything which is not changing. There is nothing like a stupid question. There are only stupid people who don't ask questions. And everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and then create it all times a quadrillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povats, and beyonds. So any questions, guys?
Can I ask a question?
Yes, Kashmira, please go ahead.
When are you having the next foundation class?
It's on, like it's starts from 6th of June. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th June. Let me confirm the dates. It's on my calendar. Just a minute. Where are you from, Kashmira?
From Mumbai, but currently I'm in Indore.
Oh, wow. How does it get any better than this? And till when are you going to be in Indore?
1 more week.
Yeah. Okay. So please call me up and we can see what's up, what else is possible. So it's
Perfect.
right now. It's the dates that I had put in my calendar is 6th to 9th June. What I said earlier, but then yes, like we can see how can we make it possible for you.
Fine. Fine. I'll call you up tomorrow.
Yes, Rashmita.
What is the right time to call you up?
After the call.
ठीक है. Perfect.
Okay.
Sooner the better. Okay. Thanks.
Yes, yes. Yeah. So we can schedule it. Yeah. Okay. Any more questions that anyone has? Anything that you would like to know about the class, about any of the topics that I mentioned that we cover in the foundation class? Any other information that you are seeking right now? You like don't take it as a promotional call. You do not have to attend the class. You do not have to necessarily choose it now. You are not compelled to choose it with me only as the facilitators. There are amazing facilitators out there. You can choose to do it with any facilitator. It's more of the sharing of the information that is available and for clearing any queries that you may have. And the floor is also open for any other questions. It could be from any topic. This is the place where you receive free facilitation from me. So, what are you unwilling to receive? And what are you unwilling to be in your life that is not allowing you to receive all that you have ever desired for? Everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create at all times of God's healing? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all nine shorts, boys, bobats, and beyonds. As we always say in all of the access classes and sessions, that it is the participants who create the class, because it is your questions which brings up the energy of the class. So, a question asked by one of the participants could be a great contribution to anyone else in the class, also, and all the people who would listen to the replay. So, everywhere you have not acknowledged the contribution that you be by attending the sessions, by asking questions, and by asking for more, being the catalyst of change. Will you please now destroy and create it all times of God's healing? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all nine shorts, boys, bobats, and beyonds. What are you resisting and reacting to that does not allow you to be seen and to be everything that you truly be? Everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create it all times of God's healing? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all nine shorts, boys, bobats, and beyonds. Welcome, Dr. Namrata.
Hi.
Hi. So, like there was some information that I shared, Dr. Namrata, about what is available in the foundation class and what is new that has been added. And now the floor is open for the participants to ask questions. Anything that you would like to know?
Can I ask question?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So I used this clearing once or twice and I just felt the shift. Like I got this clearing. And my question is actually earlier I was using body processes or everything in Access and it used to create shift. But nowadays because of certain I don't know what reasons, but like I'm not like using it with so much of faith, and I just got kind of bored of clearing or using the stuff. So I just wanted that I know it does work, and or I'm in between of something, but I just want to shift this energy to completely fresh, and I just want to get back to that happiness, curiosity, and with that faith I used to do now, because I know it does create a change. But like whatever experience I had, I just, sometimes things doesn't happen in your way for a long time, and then you tend to lose some.
Patience.
Like I can't tell it in
Or
short, but yeah, that's what.
yeah, you start losing trust. Yes.
Yeah,
So, Namrata, like many a times that what I have observed is something like for example, I used to avoid communication with entities for a long time. Like
I was, because I got like what happened, no?
I'm
Uh,
so bored. It's not.
yeah, yeah,
It's yeah.
yeah,
And I would put up an alarm and like to do my business hours, and then I would not go and do this.
yes,
And so
yes,
anything which is going to create a major change in our lives, we keep procrastinating it and we keep avoiding it because we are programmed to be in our comfort zones. Everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create at all times about silly.
yes, yes,
Right, long, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bobats, and beyonds. So we'll keep resisting, we'll keep resisting it, we'll keep avoiding it because we don't want to, like, just we know somewhere inside we are aware that this
yeah,
is a shift, create a huge shift, and we are not yet ready for that change.
yeah. And also, it was like entity would come at any time, and it become like, कोई भी आपके दरवाजे पे खटखटा रहा है. Yeah, I was the one who asked for something, and but then I realized कि no, like I shouldn't, like I'm not going into wrongness. I was like, all demons should go out of the earth. But that time I thought maybe that is the right thing to do, or I'm, doing something great, or everything will be nice. And then I understood, no, like everybody has choice. Even if they want to play with them, it is their choice, it's not my work. But then so many things started coming to me, which was not which was weird, like, too many things to clear. And then I said, okay, I don't want to clear for everybody, but that was the case. Like, anytime they would come and
So
just ask, and then that became irritating.
everywhere you are trying to be the savior of the world, will you please now destroy and create at all times a Godzillion, Namrata?
Yes,
Yeah, and everyone else. So none of us are doing that, right? Only Namrata is doing it. Now, I'll make this earth a better place to live in so that no one is affected by the demons, right? But people love their demons. You keep clearing
yeah,
and they will keep calling them back, right?
yeah,
So what is the value of doing it? And then you get so exhausted and bored that it doesn't work, and then you conclude that it doesn't work. So demon clearings are something that one has to do for themselves, Namrata.
right.
You can
Mhm.
do it for others if they are willing to receive, but then you can do it for yourselves.
Now I have
So,
stopped. Now I also,
yes, so most of the clearings that like, so everywhere we have this addiction to do something to to change others and to change the world. Will you please now destroy and create at all times the Godzilla? Right,
yes,
and put in bad pot and pork, all nine shorts, boys, bobats, and beyonds. There is only one person on this earth whom you can change. Can you name that person?
own self, myself. Yeah, I realized that, and now I stopped it. But that replication of previous choice are like, they were, it had intensity. Now it lowered like that.
And another
I want
thing,
to
Amrita,
change that.
that happens is that, like, because like what we feel, like what I used to feel, I would say, even like since like I have been doing access say like 10 years now,
Hmm.
and even when I would see that okay, a lot has shifted for me, I have become unrecognizable from what I used to be 10 years back, and
Hmm.
things have changed. I wouldn't say that things haven't changed for people in my family around me. Yes, things
Hmm.
have changed, but still, where I would be pissed off at some of the behaviors, some of the comments that people would
Hmm.
make. So, what
Hmm.
was that? It was the need of reactive realities that are getting in
Hmm.
play that would
Right.
piss me off. So, that is my need of reaction. I would still react. No? And I would be I would be, then I would make myself wrong. I would be even pissed off with myself. 10 साल हो गए यही कचरा हटाते हटाते फिर भी ये नहीं जाता. And then go into the wrongness of you start losing faith, it's not changing. So that is need of reactive realities. It is so much that we have so much been put, like with AI, we have been programmed to such an extent that any time we are going to become greater, too great. So these PRs and NORs would come into play. Small and limited. And all these doubts. What is doubt, Namrata?
What is
doubt? Doubt.
distractor implant?
Yes. So all these distractor implants would come into play. Fear, doubt, anger. And then we will stop doing what if we could just, if we would have just done. As a humanoids, we tend to give up when we are only 2 steps away from success, from huge success. Mount Everest क्लाइम करने निकले हैं, 2 स्टेप्स पहले वापस वहां पे गिव अप कर देंगे, लेके बोलेंगे बहुत बोर हो गया मेरा, तो अब है ना, आई एम डन, आई एम सेटिस्फाइड, इतने आ गए, बहुत हो गया, now I'm going back. That is what we do. So if you could just linger on a little bit more. So what we have is never give up, never give in, never quit. As a humanoid, you will get bored very easily. So for those of us, for those of you who don't know about what humanoids are, so this is another thing that we do in the foundation class, and it's also available in many of the access publication books, which are the gems, right? So they have so much valuable information available in the books. And the Gary and Dane don't write books to make money. They are a huge contribution. So they are available on Kindle, Audible, and in hard copies as well. So this is like the distinction that we make about between humans and humanoids. So there are 2 kinds of species that exist on the planet Earth. One are humans and the other are humanoids. Humans have these characteristics that they would always judge others. They would keep judging you whenever things don't get as per expectation. When things go wrong, when there are problems, they would say to you, you did something wrong, you are the one you are to blame for what is not going on correctly. And then another characteristic that humans have is that they can keep on doing the same things again and again, years after years. They don't have any need of change. They can go on doing monotonous jobs, which would give them a lot of money, maybe, but then they would never, they are not someone who would even want to move furniture from one place to another in their houses. They want to maintain status quo. जैसा हमारी फैमिली में पीढ़ियों से होता आ रहा है, वैसा ही होना चाहिए ना. जैसे हमारी, जिस हम घर में रहते थे, जिस तरह का हम खाना खाते थे, जितने टाइम खाते थे, उस खाने में हम क्या खाते हैं, वो भी वैसे का वैसा ही होना चाहिए. So they keep, like they are the ones who would maintain things as they are for centuries and centuries, right? So identify all the humans in your life right now. You would be able to identify. There is nothing wrongness in being a human. If they are human, well and good. They judge. You have to just be aware that yes, they judge people, and that doesn't make you wrong. Then there are humanoids. The other species is humanoids. Now, the humanoids are the people who would always make them wrong. खुद को गलत समझेंगे वो. They always keep blaming themselves. If something that has not worked as per expectation, I am the one to blame. I am at fault. They are always in that agenda. They have that self improvement. ना मुझ में कुछ गलत है, I have to fight. find out all the problems that I have, and I will fix them in me, and then I will become a better person. And then another characteristic that they have is that they are very easily bored. They would start up something, they'll do it for 2 days or 15 days or 1 month or 2 years, and then that's it, I'm bored with it, I'll leave it. Yeah. So most of the people who come to access are humanoids. They are magical, they have great awareness, they can change things in click of a second. But then they have magical capacities, but they would never acknowledge it. And even if they are like, they would even think that I am so judgmental. They would like even feel that they are judgmental, I'm judging others, but then they would always end up judging themselves, खुद को ही judge करेंगे, also for judging others for being judgmental. So truth, are you a humanoid?
Yes.
Yes.
So true.
Yes. So as a humanoid, you will give up like when the things are just going to turn out marvelous.
Why we do that? Like,
Yes,
because
excellent.
of
Yes, and then you would just give up. मैं बोर हो गई और मैं छोड़ देती हूँ इसको. So when you are bored, what can you do? What is the tool that you use? You add more things in your life so that you won't get bored. If you have only 2-3 things going on in your life, you will be utterly bored because you have so like your powerhouse of energies. It's not sufficient to keep your creative energies oozing and flowing. So you have to add more to your life. Many of us, like we are being told, एक चीज तो ढंग से करते नहीं हो, इतनी सारी क्यों ढेर लगा के रख लेते हो, पाइपलाइन में रख लेते हो, है ना? But then, like, can you deliver a baby before 9 months?
No.
Everything has its own gestation period. So if you keep putting your like numerous amount of energy on one thing and try to accomplish it in one day, it is not possible. Everything takes its own time, and meanwhile you will get bored. So add more things in your life, and every day ask what of these things, all the activities that I am doing, which of one of these requires my attention today? And then you will create more in your life. You will be more joyful, more happy. And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you please now destroy and create it all times of God's alien. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, all 9 shorts, boys, bogads, and beyonds. So there is, Kashmira is asking that these the new body processes that I mentioned about, which are for the presumptive realities and need of reactive realities to be unlocked and released from the body. Yes, they are now included in the foundation class. And they are available right now only in the foundation class. They are not available anywhere else. So not even in the body class.
That's great.
Yeah. So the foundation class has become so much more expansive and bigger now, creating a huge change, much more change than even the body class. And for the first time ever,
That's great.
the pricing of the foundation class is now more than the body class. First time ever.
What is more? Sorry.
Access consciousness. The price of the foundation class has been back. So because the price of the classes is done depending on the value that it would create in people's lives. So this foundation class has become extremely valuable for the people on the planet Earth right now.
Yeah,
so the price is more than the body class now.
When you said foundation has become more valuable, I just saw like screen turned into light for a moment.
Yeah, it felt right, right?
Yeah, it felt like flash of lightning.
Very light. So even
Mm.
like I'm sure Namrata, you have taken a foundation class. So is it now time to upgrade yourself and repeat the foundation class?
Yes.
How much of your boredom is because you are still in that using those old clearings and old processes? How much is your body
Mm.
asking for these new
Something new.
processes
Yeah.
and yes, and the new energies?
Yeah. Yeah, I just feel like I'm in between. Like I don't resonate completely with the old. I know there is something new available. I
Hmm.
just feel I'm stuck in between.
Yes.
But
So
something.
another thing that has come up, if you guys like me, that like do lot of tents. So that is that like Dane has given for free. At least it is free till now. This waking up magically call.
Yeah.
He did. So are you playing that Namrata every morning? So if you guys
I,
don't have it, like please download it. It's in the like Dane's like online library. You would get it in the on the Kajab if you register for it. And this like Dane, Dr. Dane here has mm, recommended that you listen to this call. You start your day listening to
yeah.
this call every morning, at least for next 30 days. So I have been doing it for the last 15 or 20 days, and it changes so much. It changes the energy of my day. So Namrata, are you listening to it every morning? And one
I did listen for 2 days, and that's what I'm struggling with, that doing it daily, maintaining that schedule. I'm very much grateful today
so all
for
the
listening
need
it.
of yes, so all the presumptive realities and the need of reactive realities that you are using to keep this struggle in place, will you please now destroy and create it all times the Godzillion?
Yes, thank you.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bats, and beyonds. All the presumptive realities and the need of reactive realities that you're using to keep this struggle with yourself in place. Will you please now destroy and create it all?
Yes,
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bats, and beyonds. All the needs of reactive realities and the presumptive realities that you are using to make your life a struggle. Will you please now destroy and create it all times the Godzillion?
yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bats, and beyonds. So, what do you love about struggle and challenges? Everything that brought up. Will you please now destroy and create it all times the Godzillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bats, and beyonds. So if you are not letting go of some traits in your life, there is something you love about it.
I just felt maybe some old stuff came up because I am not consciously choosing ease, or I didn't ask for it. Something old maybe came for clearing up. I'm like, yeah, am I going backward? Like things have shifted with access and so much of ease, and where am I going? पीछे पीछे कहाँ जा रही हूँ मैं? I felt like
How
that.
much of the AI actualizers are you using to keep to create this pattern? Everything that is times a quadrillion. Will you please
Yes.
now destroy and create it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, bats, and beyonds. And can you acknowledge yourself that still you made it on the call? Yeah. So it's not that you don't get the awareness. You get the awareness for some for at some moments in your life, and you make a choice, and then that programming that has been done to us, it pulls you back into your old reality. So what
Yeah, and
you
it is so
yes,
frustrating.
yes, exactly, Namrata. So what is the value of doing that? So what if you could just remind yourself, just run this screen. So on the need of reactive realities that I'm using to again go back to my old reality, I now destroy and create it all times a
Yes,
right and wrong, good and bad, good and poor, all nine shorts, boys, bats, and beyonds. So when we are not creating enough in our lives, what we end up doing is we become the obsessive compulsive creators of crap. OCCC, we do. Right? So we are
yes,
such magnificent creators that if we do not have something good to create, something productive, something conscious to create, we will end up creating crap. Right? So Please create more consciously. Otherwise, you will create crap, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Like how much like we love challenges and struggle in our life so that we can prove to ourselves and others that I had so much of struggle and challenge that and then I overcome them and then I came out as the winner, right? So
Mm.
everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create at all times a Godzillion?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all nine shorts, boys for bats and beyonds. Okay. So any more questions?
How can I again be inspired to, I'm feeling much better. Thank you so much. But how
You
can I be more?
and please choose. Please choose greater.
Okay.
Choose the foundation class. How much is your body is asking for it, and with that's why it brought it over here to listen to this conversation.
Yes.
Any more questions from Seema, Kumkum, Kashmira? Okay, so if not, so like uh, uh, we can close this call for today. Just to let you all know that I keep doing at bas class every 15 days there is a bas class that I do in the city of Indore where I am in, and I'm open to travel if you have if you want to do a bas class or a foundation class with me. I would happy to come and contribute to your life and living, and you are most welcome to come to Indore and do the classes with me. Be my guest. And the next foundation class that is scheduled in my calendar as of now is from 6th to 9th June in Indore, and also there might if like participants show up, we might do a class earlier in a week or so. So keep tuned with my groups on Telegram and WhatsApp, and you'll keep receiving the information. Please feel free to call me, get in touch with me, connect with me, interact with me with any queries that you have, and that doesn't mean that you have to take a class with me. Just you can reach out to me for anything that I can contribute. So thank you so much for coming on this call, for joining in, for asking questions. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye and good night.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks. Good night.